sound when you
And welcome to Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, and we're going to have a great time tonight. This show is being produced by my good friend Big Dom from Big Dom Production. Him and his family is on vacation in Orlando, Florida. Y'all have a great time in Florida, and we're going to keep the show moving tonight. We have my good friend also in Maryland, one of the greatest bishops in the world from Power to Stand Outreach Ministries, Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr. What's up, my brother?
blessings to you all. How's everybody doing?
We are blessed, man. Can't wait to get it on. Also in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Everything's up right now.
Larry, why are you a Nick hater? We'll get into that in a few minutes, too.
I love the Knicks. I love the Knicks. They just can't win.
You're making me laugh now. All the way, I mean, my man Anthony McLean, our sports legend, and also the writer in the newsletter each month. What's up, Anthony McLean? How you doing?
Good. Doing good.
Out the box. And my legend himself, Bruce Austin. What's up, brother Bruce? How you doing?
Everything's beautiful, brother. Everything's beautiful.
All right, and we're expecting Kendall Tyson to come on, and also my brother Henry. He's enjoying himself tonight. Pastor Walter Teague enjoying himself, and also, like I said, Donald Franklin. He's in Orlando, Florida, with his wife Vera and their granddaughter, having a great time. I do want to make mention before we get started. I am still talking about and looking to do the sports award that we're going to be having coming up very, very, very soon. So I want to let you guys know I'm still planning on that. I want to honor some of the sports legends, in the area. So that's going to be coming up. And I want you, Anthony, Bruce, and Kendall, and whoever else can host it. So people get a chance to see the faces with the voices, all right? So we're going to have a great time on that. Larry, let's do our thing, brother. Who we got? What you got there for me?
We're going to talk about the Knicks.
Ooh.
And right now, most teams got about 3 games left before the playoff starts.
Okay.
And right now, the New York Knicks chemistry is not there.
You want 4 in a row, Larry?
The chemistry is not there. What kind of game they're going to play, every night is something else. And the coach, he doesn't got the players playing one specifically way. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to motivate your team to get some kind of structure to go by. So
Okay.
one day the Knicks play like this, the next day like that. One day, one guy scoring, the next day you'll know who's going to score. You got to have some type of chemistry. Who's going to be the main man? Who's going to be the second man? Not just, just put it up.
Hey, Bruce, can I go first? I want to say something.
Yeah, because he been drinking. He been drinking. I see that.
Right. Last year, y'all had Tom Thibodeau, and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now they got rid of him and bringing Mike Brown, and you blaming the coach again. So
but you knew how they was going to play last year. You knew how they was going to play. You knew how they were going to come out there, and they're going to play some tough defense.
Then why they fire the coach for it? Why they fire him then for it? And they're bringing another coach. They got the same players. So either
But-
it's gonna be the players or the coach.
Over this year, they should have some kind of chemistry by now going into the playoffs.
They had a
How
chemistry.
many
last year.
games? How many games did they win? How many games did they win last year? Regular season.
Oh, that's a good question. I gotta look.
I gotta look that up.
What did they want
They
to know?
won the same this year as they won last year.
All right.
But
That's
you think the
where they are.
consistency of play is the same?
Game. If you win 50 games, you win 50 games. Ain't got nothing to do with no consistency. 50 is 50.
All
You
right,
keep
Larry.
believing that, and that's why y'all ain't gonna go no farther than what you've been going.
Hey, it's a lot of them ain't going no further.
See, but cream is known to come to the top, right? When you put the cream in,
Yeah,
You
but
gotta
who's
come up to
the
the top.
cream? Who's the cream?
OKC.
How many rings they got?
They in the West.
How many rings? They only got one right now. This team.
All right, there, right now. Right now.
I
We
said in the
got two.
last 50 years. How many rings does New York Knicks have?
Look,
Oh,
hey,
man,
he
come
done
on.
moved the couch again.
See, you don't like the
He
Knicks.
done-
I told you that.
He done
Why
moved
you
the
bring that
couch
up?
again.
Yeah,
Hey,
he always.
Larry, what do
I
you-
noticed something about him. He always find a winning bandwagon to jump on.
Hold
No, I'm just,
on, Bruce.
I'm just speaking real. You know, you got to be truthful.
Hey,
The
Larry,
peop-
what do you
the
got?
fans
A
of New
sectional
York,
over there or
the
something?
fans of New York came
He ain't
accustomed
using no
to
regular
just
couch.
being there.
All right,
He's using a sectional, Bruce.
let
Keep
me
adding
move
sectional
on.
to the couch.
Anthony, go ahead.
Go
Anthony,
ahead,
what's your
Bishop. Go ahead,
opinion?
Bishop. Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, listen, I think from what I'm looking at, 51 and 28, I figure if they got 3 left, they'll win 2 out of the 3. All right, so let's give them 53 wins, okay? Let's give them that many. The truth
They
of the
got
matter is,
they got 2 games left. They got 2 games left.
Okay, so-
Everybody played.
I'm
Everybody
still
played
going to
80.
say, regardless of how many they got left, first round, they'll get through. They got to show their toughness in the second round. It's not about the cohesiveness that you're talking about, Larry. Different people are getting the job done. Remember, we were so reliant on Jalen Brunson and
Right.
so reliant on Anthony Towns. You know, now we got other people involved. Bridges is starting to get involved. I mean, and you need that mix. You
You're
can't
doing
win a
some
game
good
with one
preaching
of
there, brother. You're doing some good preaching there, brother. You're doing some good preaching.
collection play to be around in 10 minutes. Hang on.
I'm trying to hand you
We're not
something through
in
the
church.
screen now.
We on the basketball court.
Oh man.
I'm trying to hand you something through the screen. It won't work.
Oh man. All right.
Tell
No,
tell
but
him again, Ernie.
I
Why
got
would
him
you
getting
want-
through the first round.
Yeah, but why would you
It
want
takes-
the same man scoring every night?
There you go. How come everybody can't balance the scoring? We need this. And then defense. We need somebody that can come off that bench that can play some decent defense because we're going to need help
Exactly.
down the stretch.
Exactly.
As long as you've been watching basketball,
Here we
every
go.
team, whether it's the
Here we
Lakers,
go.
whether it's whoever won the championship, like for example, with the Jordan teams, you knew who was going to score the majority of the points. You knew that. You knew
We
the
know who
setup.
gonna score on the Knicks. Everybody in the world know Brunson gonna score the majority. Everybody know that,
That's
but you.
right.
But
And everybody knows that Carl Anthony Towns is going to
He show up now and
what
then.
Brunson don't get done.
He's averaging
And-
20 and 12. How is he showing now and then? 20 and 12 he's averaging.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead,
Come on
Anthony.
now.
Go ahead, Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Say something.
By the way, 51 and 31 last year, so they've already surpassed the win
Ahead
total
of
from
the game.
last year. There
Yep.
are 2 games left. They're 2 games behind the Celtics. They could still get the number 2 seed overall. As if the season ended right now, they'd play the Hawks. They'd have the number 3 seed. And I'll say this much: I like the fact that Brown has played pretty much everybody all year. I think that's the biggest
Yep.
difference more than anything else.
That's the difference.
Put it this way: does the regular season mean something? Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You use that to try to get to where you're at right now. The East is, to me, it's a 3-team race in the East. The Knicks, the Pistons, and the Celtics. I think the Knicks could get back to the East Finals. Personally, I think they have. I think they're more. I think they have more depth than they had last year. Proven that they can beat the Celtics. Now, I think all of us are sort of sleeping on Detroit because they're more of a defensive team. They don't really score like a lot of. They don't really score like a lot of the glamour teams, but the thing is, everything becomes half court now. It's almost like a football thing where you're playing, it's possession by possession. It doesn't make it for very pretty basketball, but at this point in time right now, I would rather win ugly than lose pretty at
there you go.
Point. Like I said, I think put it this way, can they beat the best team out in the West? No, I'm not going to say that. I can't. But see, the thing is, they'll kill each other out in the West. I do think it's going to come down to OKC and San Antonio in the West.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, I think the Knicks can get to the East Finals, and I think they can take their chances with either Detroit or Boston. They've proven that they can beat Boston during the regular season, and you saw what happened last year. And they've got more depth to me this year. I think I'll just put my neck out and say I think they get to the East. I think they get to the East Finals again.
Anthony, how big? I was gonna say, Anthony, how big would it be if the Knicks did win the championship, man? How big would that be for that franchise after 50-something years?
I think it's put it this way: the last time they won, Nixon was in office.
Yeah, 73.
1973.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Anthony, that's about right because Trump is in office now, and him and Nixon are about the same. So there's a possibility.
Put it this way: they can win I think they can win the East, and you just see what happens when you go up against the team out west. I mean, the one saving grace for either team that winds up winning the East, they're gonna kill each other out in the West. Because there's I don't know if you're going to get Minnesota in the West Finals for a third straight year.
No.
Denver is still dangerous, even though they haven't had a great year. The biggest factor to me for the Knicks is going to be Mitchell Robinson, because I'm going on the assumption that Cat's going to have 2 fouls by the national anthem, and and they're gonna have to, and Robinson's gonna have to put in some. Robinson and Clarkson are probably gonna have to put in some time. But look, we know the offense is gonna go through the captain with Brunson, but I like the fact that they've got more depth this year. That's, to me, that's the thing. That's keeping it down. And I get it, Larry. I know, they've had their nights where they're up and down or whatever, but they've won 4 straight, 7-3 in the last 10. They got a chance to get this the number 2 seed. Let's play it out and see what happens.
Larry don't like the Knicks, Anthony.
I like the Knicks.
He sound like Magic.
For 50 years, more than half my life, I done seen them, fall apart.
Hey, Larry, I've kicked many TV sets and a lot of dogs and thrown stuff or whatever. Meet me.
Okay, but how many championships the Phoenix Suns got? They've been in there. They ain't got none. How many Utah Jazz got? They don't have none. So a lot of them that have been playing for a long time. Cleveland only got 1. That was with LeBron. So championships, it's hard to get a championship. That's any franchise. Okay, I mean, Celtics got. All right, so Vlad, what you got next though? I don't want to beat out.
Oh, let me get mine, man. Let me get mine, man. Listen, first of all, when you trying to get somewhere, you need everybody. You want to have multiple people that you're capable of getting points from, instead of depending on one man. You know what I mean? If one man down, Bridges come in and do his thing. If you watched the game last night, Josh Hart got hot and brought him through. You know what I mean? That's the kind of team you need to win it all. You know what I mean? You don't have to depend on one guy. And another thing you notice, Brunson had what, 13 assists last night?
Yep.
It seemed to me like Brown is getting them ready for the playoffs. And like Ant was saying, they had something like what, 8 or 9 guys played last night. Clarkson, everybody came in, played good. You know what I mean? And they didn't lean on one man. And that's what they're gonna need to do to win it all.
So Bruce, I got a question for you then. Would you say the Knicks are clicking at the right time right now then, going to the playoffs?
They're clicking at the right time. Robinson is a big key to that team.
He's better than he was last year.
And as of right now, he's showing a little more on offense. They're not just looking at him for defense. He's setting himself up for some good alley-oops under the hoop. So that's opening a couple of things up for Towns.
And he's healthy. He's healthy.
Healthy.
That's the biggest thing right now. He's healthy because last year this time he was still having back issues.
All right, listen. Let me go around before Larry do his next question. Which team is playing the best? That's clicking at the right time in the East right now, going into the playoffs. Start with you, Bishop. Which team is clicking at the best?
Well, obviously Detroit. That's obvious. It's Detroit. Okay, I got to put the Knicks in that mix. I can't alleviate or throw Boston out. At the same time, I'm going to put the Cavaliers behind them. And then for 5, 6, 7, and 8, it's a hard call because Indiana could come alive on a moment's notice. For some strange reason, should the Hornets make the playoffs? I don't know how that's going to happen, but should they make the playoffs, they could be a nuisance. And then Atlanta.
Okay. Well, what about you? What about you, Larry? Which team is clicking the best in the East right now? Playing the best.
In the East, it's Detroit, and they're getting healthy right now, and that's huge. Okay. And that's huge. They're getting healthy. They're on a roll. Boston been on a kind of roll, but with Brown injury and stuff like that, I kind of think about that going to the playoffs because it's a time to be getting healthy, not to, sit out games for injuries, So I think it's not a great time for him with his health right now.
Yeah, but don't forget, Larry, don't forget that Brown has been carrying the Celtics all season.
Yeah.
I think it was a very smart move, even if it's not serious. I think it was a very smart move to give Brown a couple of days off and let Tatum get in the full floor of this thing before we go into the playoffs. Okay. I think that's a great move for the Celtics.
But if they was playing for the MVP,
he ain't playing for no MVP. He ain't playing for no MVP.
He want that more than air itself.
Listen, he might want it, but he ain't gonna get it. And everybody that watch basketball know he ain't gonna get it.
All right, okay, right, Bruce, which team is playing his best right now? Would you say Detroit too?
I mean, you can't really say because Cunningham just getting back. Okay. They got 4 teams that's beating each other. The Knicks, Detroit, Boston, and Atlanta. Atlanta's playing some great ball too where people overlooking them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What about you, Anthony? Which team is playing their best in the East right now, clicking at the right time?
Well, there's other than the Knicks, Cleveland's won 4 in a row, and Orlando's won 4 in a row. As a matter of fact, Cleveland's 8-2 in their last 10. And Detroit, wow. It's put it this way, because they got Cunningham back, you got to look at Detroit because he's he's the leader. The thing with Detroit is going to be how they're going to score, but the other side is because they're arguably the best defensive team, they can shut teams down, and they don't mind winning 85-80 or 92 to 87 because they know that they have the best defense. Yeah, I'll say just because Cunningham is back, I'll say Detroit.
All right, your video is frozen too.
I'm sorry.
I think that the East has got to be the biggest toss-up that we've ever experienced, and let's talk about it really quickly. Atlanta, hottest team in the East. We don't know. They're an anomaly. No one knows what they're doing, what they're up to. They traded Trae Young and got better. Detroit stayed above water. They got Cade Cunningham back. He's not even concerned. He's out of the MVP running. They're looking real good. Cleveland has been a team since James Harden has been around. Orlando, no slouch whatsoever.
Right.
Boston, I totally agree with what Bruce is saying. Boston, we got to be scared of Boston. The Knicks are in the mix. What do we say? The East is just a toss-up, unlike we've ever seen it before. Everybody's ready to play. It's very exciting in the East. I don't think anybody can call it in the East.
All right. Wow. Okay, so you brought up Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now with James Harden, with his experience, I know he falls in the playoffs, but with his experience coming to Cleveland and supposed to help Donovan Mitchell, can James Harden help get them over the hump? What do you think, Kendall?
Yeah.
Yes, I think they can. Absolutely. They're like 14-2, 15-2 since they've been around. They're clicking. And come to find out, they were friends even before in the off seasons and stuff like that. James Harden, one thing about James Harden, although we know James Harden sort of tanks in the playoffs, what an interesting player. I mean, isn't he like second all time in 3-pointers? I mean, this guy, when it's all said and done, even though, he hasn't shown up in the playoffs, his stats are incredible. And the fact that hasn't he led the league in scoring? Hasn't he led the league in assists? Pretty multifaceted guy. Yeah, pretty multifaceted guy. Yeah, Cleveland is absolutely dangerous. Cleveland can come out the East. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Larry. What you think about the Cavaliers with James Harden right now? What's their chances?
Right now, they're a dangerous team to play because if Harden shows up, if he shows up, in the playoffs, because we know how he does. Sometimes he disappears under the spotlight. I don't know if it's just the pressure, but if he shows up and keeps it together, Cleveland's going to be a hard out, and nobody really want to face him.
Wow. Go ahead, Bruce. What you think?
Yeah, but see, one thing about Harden playing with Mitchell, it's not that big of a load on Harden. You don't have that pressure on him to play super in the playoff because once that Mitchell gets started, man, he don't need no introduction. You know what I mean? When he start going off, man, Harden can go get him a drink of water and just take the ball off and let him do his thing. That's how mean Mitchell is, man. But Cleveland, they're gonna be right there, but I don't think they're gonna raise no sand.
You don't think so? Go ahead, Bishop. What you think about the Cavaliers with James Harden?
Well, it was all said just now. I mean, Harden could take a night off, go get a drink of water, go grab a hot dog, get his shorts washed, whatever he needs to do. Once Mitchell gets going, he's going. But now you get a defensive stopper on Mitchell. Now you're going to need Harden. And that's the difference right there.
All right,
And
that give Harden a break. That give Mitchell a break. And Mitchell's problem was sometimes he had to score too much.
Right.
Yep.
And having Harden there takes that off his plate,
Right.
Exactly.
They benefit each other. You're right.
Hey, I do want to say, this is Sports Talk, the Friday night edition. I want to thank Michelle Jenkins, who's watching, William Bryant, Michael Coleman watching, and Melvin Moy. What's up, Melvin? If any of y'all have any comments, please let us know. I got the panel up here, my sports legends, all right? And these guys flip-flop too, though, but these are my guys. These are my guys.
No, it's called bandwagon jumper. I wish I could have marketed the phrase like Angel Reese did with Me Bounds.
All right. What else you got now? Because I got a couple other stuff. Go ahead. What you got for me?
Okay. I'm looking at we ain't talking about the West. The best team in the West, bar none, Oklahoma. From the top, the roster, they got a complete roster. They got a complete team. Even when somebody goes out, they do not skip a beat. I think as far as them, with the pressure defense, they ain't got to worry about people fouling out. And they proved with their second best player going for almost half of the year, they had an outstanding year. So I think they got the top team in the West hands down. With their roster, they can beat any team man for man because there's not another team in the West got as many great players as they got on their roster. What do you think, Anthony?
The scary thing with them, I think, is Holmgren's taking his game to another level. You saw the other night where he got, I think, like 30 and 12 or something to that effect. They got healthy at the right time. All their players are back now. They've been able to play. You saw how they dismantled the Warriors the other night.
Say what you really mean, Graham.
Yeah.
Give them their props.
It's theirs to lose. It's in the West at least. It's theirs to lose. Denver's going to push them if they go up against them. San Antonio, even though they're sort of a work in progress, they're going to. I do think the final is going to be OKC and San Antonio. San Antonio might be like a year, might be a year. I think it's one of those things where you better get San Antonio now because once they get better, they're gonna, the league's gonna have a lot to do. But yeah, they're the champs till you beat them. I know it's sort of old and cliche, but yeah, they're the champs till you beat them.
All right, go ahead, Bishop.
Well, I mean, talking about the West, I always say until you knock the Kings off the hill, what do? OKC's the king of the hill in the West right now, right? All right, so somebody's got to take them down. Is it going to be San Antonio? We don't know. We know it's not going to be the Lakers because all of a sudden they need more than Band-Aids now. I don't know where Sacramento has been. Utah seems to have gone back up in the mountains. So, yeah, and the only other ones I see that can give them anything that looks like a game is the Denver Nuggets. So, unless you knock them off the hill, they're going to be the kings of the West for now.
All right, go ahead.
San Antonio.
Go ahead, Kendall.
Well, they have the best team, but San Antonio has their number. Were they 4-1 in this regular season against them? So
that don't mean nothing in the playoffs, though.
Well, like you said, they're San Antonio is young, but so was OKC last year. They're unquestionably the top two teams. It's a pick 'em in that case. I will go with San Antonio, even though OKC will probably win. Let me tell you why I want to go with San Antonio. I just want to argue with people. That's it.
No way.
Kendall,
I just want to argue, huh?
Because the year that when LeBron first came to Miami, the Chicago Bulls beat them 4 straight in the regular season. Then they won game 1 in the playoffs, and then the Miami won the next 4. So they won 4 straight. So that's why I said.
And then lost to Dallas in the finals. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that 4-0 don't mean nothing.
I know.
The season, because once you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different ballgame. But I do want to ask you guys a question on OKC.
Mm-hmm.
If they win back to back, and if SGA win his second Finals MVP, would that make him the greatest OKC player?
He already is the greatest OKC player.
Oh, okay, Bruce. Let me go with Bruce first. Go ahead, Bruce.
Let me add a little something to the last question first, because
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead,
since Kendall want to start a little trouble, I'm gonna throw a little bit in there too.
Throw some in there, man.
Now I'm looking at it like this. Everybody overlooking Denver. I think. I think San Antonio. I think San Antonio is capable of beating OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Denver is capable of beating San Antonio.
Oh man, there you go. Okay.
So this thing gonna get real interesting down there. I don't think y'all notice how good Denver been playing since
they've been playing really well.
They done won about 10 or 11 in a row.
In a row, yeah.
So they're playing the best going into the playoffs then. They're playing no, Larry shaking his head no. They're playing the best going into the playoffs. Larry 10 in a row.
No, but everybody, I mean, the West, the top 4 teams in the West is tough, man. They tough.
Yep.
All right, so Bruce, answer my question now too. Would that make SGA the greatest OKC player in their history over Kevin Durant?
He already is.
The other guy, Russ Westbrook, and all of them. Would that make him the greatest?
He already is.
Let me ask you this, and maybe we can get this thing right. both of them in their prime. Who you gonna pick? Kevin Durant or SGA?
Kevin Durant.
That's your answer then. How you gonna pick Kevin Durant and say SGA the greatest? You know what I mean? Listen, SGA look good. He look good. Listen, SGA look good. He looking good. He doing what he got to do to win. But he ain't no Kevin Durant.
Okay, well, Kevin Durant got his championships in Golden State. SGA, as an OKC player, is unquestionably the best OKC player based on the fact that he won a championship. Kevin Durant, as an OKC player, went to the 7th game of the Golden State Warriors, lost the game, climbed on the bus. Now, you were talking about bandwagon jumping. He jumped a serious bandwagon, climbed on the bus to go with Golden State, to go win him some championship with Golden State. Couldn't win one in Brooklyn. Couldn't win one anywhere else. So Phoenix couldn't win one in Houston. But his OKC career is, as far as OKC, SGA,
y'all changing it.
The best OKC player.
Y'all changing the question around.
I got a question for you, Ken.
Jerry.
Could his OKC team would have beat Miami Heat with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh?
Yeah, but we'll never know that.
I don't know about that. I don't know. That's a toss.
We don't know that.
They wouldn't
We'll
beat
never know
LeBron in
that.
his prime. They wouldn't beat LeBron in his prime. No way.
We'll never know that.
Probably
We'll
not.
never know that.
No. Kevin Durant had to go up against that team, and he had to go up against Golden
I
State.
y'all ask, it's the question.
That's
It's
like
the
asking
question who
Magic.
did the most.
I mean, come on.
It's the question who did the most for OKC or who was the better player. Which question is it? Who did the most for OKC?
The most for OKC.
All right, then that's different than who was the best player that played for OKC.
Okay,
That's a big difference.
Then
If you said who did the most for OKC, you
The
would have
best
to go with
OKC
SGA.
player.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go with SGA because he got a
There
ring.
it is.
If he played 1 year, you had to go with him because he got a ring.
He got 2 rings too. He just didn't get it with
No.
OKC.
You said OKC now. No. You
Say.
said OKC. You ain't said the league. See, y'all keep changing it around.
They ain't changing them around.
No,
Go ahead,
He
Larry.
said, would he be the best OKC player
Right, Kendall and Bishop said he
that
already
did
is.
that did the
There he
most for OKC?
Go ahead,
Not
Bishop.
left and 1-2 in Miami or won it with the Lakers, who did the most for OKC.
Go ahead,
Bruce is
Bishop.
saying exactly what I'm going to say. He's right. We said the best OKC player, not the
Right.
best all-around player.
Right.
And that would be SGA because number one, he's got the ring. Number two, for the last 3 years, he's had them, if not in the Western Finals, at least close to the Western Finals. The last 2 years, he was in the Western Finals and he won it just last year. So the best OKC player right now is SGA.
Right. He's done
No
the
doubt.
most.
Leave
He's
no
done the most
doubt.
for them.
All right, go ahead, Larry. Leave no doubt. Go ahead, Larry. Talk to me.
Right now, you can seal that right now. As far as being an OKC player, he is the best. He's showing you how it's getting done,
Yeah.
And not only for 3 years in a row, having one of the best records in the league. 3 years in a row now. Three
Okay, Larry.
years in a row.
Larry, let me ask you a question. If Kevin Durant was on this team, I'm not talking about the one with Russell Westbrook. On this team, you took SGA out and put Kevin Durant in there. Could Kevin Durant win 2 championships with this team? Yes or no?
No,
Not at his age now.
different chemistry.
Not at his
I'm
age
talking
now.
about in his prime when he had to play against LeBron and them. Could he have won championships with this team right now?
I think he could have.
He had the SGA got a better team than
Well,
what he
exactly.
There we go. You said the
Oh, they
same
do.
thing about the Pistons and everything else.
No. SGA definitely got a better cast than what Kevin Durant had.
That's my
Then
question.
Kevin
Without a
Durant
doubt.
had.
Without a
No,
doubt.
he did. You got some Hall of
You got
Famers,
Russell
okay?
Westbrook, James Harden. You had Kendrick
Without-
Perkins,
yeah, but they wasn't.
Serge
they wasn't-
Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka.
They had a great
But you know
team.
what? Think about this. Hold on. For the players that Kevin Durant had when he was at OKC.
He
All
had
right,
some
let's
great
name
players.
them all. You had James Harden, okay? Mr. I evaporate when the playoffs show up. This didn't just start. This goes way back then. You got Westbrook. I've got to take every shot there is. I don't
Westbrook
care
in
where
his
the
prime,
ball
in his
bounces.
prime day, he was MVP.
Yeah, but he was 100 miles an hour. That's why
look,
Durant
I
wanted to
would
get
be
out of
this-
there because he wouldn't get a ball up.
If I had a 41% shooting percentage and I took out of 800 shots, 647, yeah, I'd
Right.
be MVP too.
That's the
But then
difference.
Serge Ibaka did what he needed to do, and Serge basically cleaned up a lot. I mean, he had some nice one-on-one plays, but back in that day, Ibaka spent a lot of time. And Perkins, man, I mean, he was there, and that's all I can say. Big body,
Big Perk was a
and he
man.
did what he needed to do.
Perk was the man.
He looked better in the studio, by the way. Anyway, let's go.
Oh man, y'all, you guys are something else, boy. You got any more comments on that? All right, so you got SGA.
Well, he does look good in the studio. You can't argue that.
So you got SGA, Kendall.
Yes.
Anthony, who you got? Anthony? Did I get you?
Oh yeah, it's clearly if we're talking OKC, it's clearly SGA. It's not even a question.
All right, so let me ask the other question then. Who's the better player then? SGA or Kevin
Well,
Durant?
overall, you know what? We can't. SGA hasn't been around long enough to be in that argument. He's working.
Thank you.
Yeah. His resume,
Thank you,
his resume is looking very, very good at this point in time right now. You'd have to go with Durant strictly because of experience, but that's the only reason why he's a better player than him right now. Because
but take Durant when he first came in the league, right? No, he had to go up against Tim Duncan, all them boys that as a young OKC team. I mean, was he better than SGA at that time when he was in the league? Yes,
I would say they're about even because again their games are very similar. They're scorers, they're facilitators as well. But also, I think this. I think again, right now it's tough to see how the rest of his team's going to get better. Like I said, I think Holmgren's taking this game to another level. I think we're sleeping on the other kid who just came out of injury.
Jalen Williams.
Thank you. It's right now. See, right now they're in the midst of their run. Barring injury, free agency, or whatever, they're going to be. OKC,
they're all signed.
Yeah, the OKC is going to be a contending team for the next 4 or 5 years, barring injury, free agency, what have you. But also, the West is still potent. You got the San Antonio team that's waiting to explode. Denver is still a viable team because they got to the finals. And even though I don't think they'll get to the West Finals again, you got a very good team in Minnesota with Ant-Man and Randall. So
yeah,
on the surface right now, they can put it this way: if they win another title, they've already surpassed what Durant did in OKC.
I agree with that as far as the titles. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But just overall, because they got to the finals, they've had the best record 3 years in a row. They're looking to get to the finals the second straight year. Now, OKC under Durant didn't fall off the face of the earth, but they didn't allow that team to settle. You remember, Harden was gone a year later. Kendrick wound up being, remember that team was the team that
Kendrick went to Boston.
Yeah, the team that blew the lead to
Golden State
Warriors was a completely different team. It was basically Westbrook and Durant and a lot of other role players.
All right. Okay, then let me stop you for a second now. I'm gonna let Larry get a chance. But so would you say that OKC general manager, I think it was Sam Presti, whatever his name is, is he one of the best general managers in the league today to pick up SGA?
He was good at that time.
Now, I'm talking about even now. I mean, he took an OKC team. I mean, look at he got 3 Hall of Famers with Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Durant, and now he got this team, another team that he done built. It wasn't like a 30-year drought or a 20-year drought. This team is right there where they left off at when Kevin Durant left.
But Jerry, Jerry, don't forget he's definitely the best without a doubt. It's not even close because look at the draft picks they got coming this year.
Right.
From moves that they made. They got some great draft picks coming this year,
Wow.
To add to that I'm talking about top draft picks.
Yep.
This guy's a genius, man.
Yeah.
He don't get no used tires,
No, he don't. No, you're right.
Think about it.
That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. He don't get no used tires.
They've had
all
3 head coaches. They've had 3 head coaches since this guy's been the GM. Billy Donovan, Scott Brooks, and now Daniel. So there's stability. Yeah. So he's brought stability to them.
So Larry, give me an example of a used tire, man. What you said? Give me an example of used tire.
Picking up old free agents.
Picking up old free agents. I mean, once a person, like when Durant left, when he left,
Yep.
he was done. He was done. He went around to 4 different teams, tried to build them back up. Well, that wouldn't work. Just like
Hey,
my boy going to Cleveland, he's a retread. Harden
can
is a
I
great
help you
guard,
out
but
a little
he
bit, Larry?
been retreaded too many times. He's gonna fall
Okay.
apart.
Go ahead,
You
Bishop.
know?
Can I help you out a little bit, Larry? If he needed a point guard, it's not like he's going to get Stephon Marbury, bring him out of retirement. He don't bring out them kind of old used tires. Okay.
No, Harden is a used tire.
Okay.
No, he don't.
You will
He's
see
allergic to.
when the
Wait a
going
minute.
gets tough.
He's allergic to used tires. Everything he comes up with, I don't think his oldest player probably wasn't a second or third year player that I could remember. Sabaka, I think, was the oldest player he had at any given point in time. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Same,
But Bishop,
same thing with Davis. Davis got 1 championship during COVID. During COVID.
all right, Larry, you got something else for me, man? Because I was going to ask a question. If Kevin Durant wanted to come back to OKC, would you bring him back?
Nah.
Nah.
We
would
don't
bring Kevin
need
Durant back?
retreads.
You would bring Kevin Durant back if LeBron wanted to go back to
Nah.
Cleveland or anything like that?
Bring
Not a
him back for
retread.
what?
It's a retread.
Listen. It all depends. It all
That's the
depends
thing.
on who they would want. Why wouldn't you want Kevin Durant back?
No,
They ain't got
nobody
nobody.
give up.
You ain't got nobody on OKC right now that's a better shooter than Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying, Bruce. And the man,
Nobody.
the man's still an
Nobody.
OKC legend. I mean, if he wanted to go into the Hall of Fame, he can go in there as a OKC player if he want to.
Listen, they better put some respect on Kevin Durant's name. He's
He's
still
a
shooting that
legend.
ball.
He's
He ain't
still-
finished.
There
he's
you
still
go.
Watch
OKC
what happens to the
legend.
He ain't
Rockets.
finished.
Watch what happens to the Rockets. Watch.
But Larry, is he still an OKC legend or what? Yes or no?
Is
No.
he a legend? He's gonna be an old legend that they just talk about, not somebody great,
Why not?
Like he been there. They're gonna say he been there,
What up,
Bring-
Patrick
bring
Ewing? Pat
bringing
Ewing,
him back.
he's a Knick legend. He never won a ring. Is he a Knick legend? Yes or no? Patrick Ewing.
Oh, absolutely.
He
He's got
is
numbers.
a
He's got
Yes.
numbers
legend.
right.
He's not a champion.
Yes.
What about
He's not a
Dominic
champion
Wilkins?
though. He's a
What about
legend, but he's
Dominic
not a
Wilkins?
champion.
What about Dominic Wilkins? He Atlanta.
Atlanta
Hawks?
legend, yes.
What about Reggie Miller? He's an Indiana Pacers. legend.
Indiana Pacer legend, yes.
Kevin Durant is still an OKC legend. Right or wrong?
True. Absolutely.
Come on,
Absolutely.
Larry.
The biggest-
100%.
But
biggest
would you
thing-
want him
biggest
back?
thing, if you did bring him back, it would probably be more of a. They would have to see if he wants to take the league minimum.
Oh yeah. We wouldn't bring him back for
Ain't
top
doing
salary. No.
And he coming off the
definitely not.
bench. He coming off the bench.
No, he ain't coming off no bench either. He's starting.
I'm talking about for a ceremonial type of thing, bring him back.
No. He's still too good to be talking about ceremonial stuff.
But you know what I'm saying, Bruce? I'm not talking about he's on his last leg. I'm talking about, just
No, I hear what you said.
That's
To
what
let
I'm
him
saying.
retire, bring him back home, let him retire there. I know what
We
you're
can
saying.
do that. We can do
And see,
that.
remember,
But I'm
remember,
saying
he's
you don't
the
want to.
last-
You
he's
don't
the
want to
last-
bring him back for $50 million.
Mhm.
You know what I
Remember,
mean?
he's
It
the
got
last-
to be a minimum.
remember, he's the last link to the Seattle Supersonics too.
Right.
Right.
All right. Well, what else you got for me, Larry? What you got? You want to do some football or what? Or you want to stick with that?
Yeah, this I want to talk about the girls.
Okay.
WNBA draft on Monday. They saying that at least 5 players coming up UCLA.
Yep. 4 in the first round,
and
easy.
second round.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 in the first round, easy.
Okay.
You know. And that's supposed to come off top. She top dog coming on because
It's gonna be her. It's gonna be her and the girl coming from overseas, FAM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Dallas gonna take her. I think Bet's gonna be number 2.
Isn't that overseas girl like 6'7" also or 6'4"?
Yeah. She's 6'5". She up there 6'6", I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bet's is 6'7" and she's 6'6".
Yeah.
but she's 6'7". She ain't just tall. She's a full blown
Yeah,
lady.
but
I mean,
this girl fam, she's more mobile than Bet.
Yeah. Is she French?
Yeah, I think she is. French.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's
Although-
more mobile.
Although, I mean, the scary thought of having Betts and girl from UConn, that's not a bad 1 and 2 right there.
Ashley Fudd.
No.
No.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
Page. Come on, Page.
Beckers and Betts with Dallas.
Oh, Dallas gets the first pick.
Yeah, Dallas has
Yeah,
the first
oh, yeah.
pick.
You listen. They may take Fudd because
No, they be
They ain't
wasting
gonna
the
take
pick.
no Fudd.
They be wasting the pick if
they
they
sure
take
would.
Fudd.
But you got to go with Betts. You got to go with Betts.
No. They going with Fam.
Hey, you talked about Fudd. She ain't make a shot in the whole playoff.
I know.
Come on, Kendall.
But that's not going to keep her. But
Come
that's
on, Kendall, we gotta get you like that.
draft her.
That put her
Yeah,
down in the draft. Her play.
But
Yeah.
hey, did any of you
Madness.
see that UCLA game? Did you see how they dismantled? And come to find out, none of the girls had to go to school. They were all seniors, graduated. I watched them on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and none of them had to go back to school. All seniors. They had
Yes.
finished their classes, but they all redshirted the first year. So they got to play free. That they did it. They did a clinic. I don't think UConn would have beaten them.
Yeah. And
They
something else, too,
beat
I don't know.
Texas.
Dallas just re-signed Aguma Wally too, to a 3-year
Yeah.
deal.
All these you're gonna start to see a bunch of max contracts now that the CBA.
Yeah, they got that new contract. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they started already.
Isn't it funny? 2 weeks ago, the WNBA didn't have any money, but now all of a sudden they handed out max contracts.
Yeah, because the ratings are up.
A lot of people don't know how negotiations work, man. They had a lot of people knocking them, saying take whatever you can get.
Yeah,
And they held their ground just like any other union would do.
Yeah.
And they won. You know what I mean? People don't realize that the NBA made money this year, and they gave every team $8 million to split up between the whole team.
that's why
This year. People don't realize that. They're looking at years ago when they never made anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why both leagues are expanding. You're going to get Vegas and Seattle in the NBA in another couple of years, and they already for the WNBA they've already approved Portland, Philly, and I believe Toronto is going to be the Canadian team. So yeah, it's look that TV contract between NBC and Prime Video, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
All right. Can I have a little fun for a minute, man? Just have a little fun just for a minute.
Go ahead.
Right, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. All right. Game 7, 1.2 seconds on the clock. Who takes the last shot, Bishop? Michael, Kobe, Bird, Steph, Kevin Durant, or Damon Lillard? Game time, or what do you call yourself? Game time.
All right. Here you go. You ready?
Whichever one on your team.
Wait, hold on. You guys are gonna love this. First of all, Michael ain't taking the last shot because he ain't going to Game 7. So that leaves Larry.
No,
that leaves
I agree.
Hold up, stop it. Michael, stop it. Michael had Game 7 against New York Knicks. He had a Game 7 against the
He
Pacers.
never lost a game.
No.
He never lost a Game 7.
He said never went to Game 7. He had a Game 7 against the
He never lost. He never lost.
I didn't say he didn't lose.
He never lost
went to Game 7. He went to Game 7.
Let me help you out here, Jerry. I hear you, but you're gonna have to let somebody else talk besides you.
But don't say
in a championship game. In a championship game, Michael's never been to a Game 7.
This is my same championship.
I'm torn between Steph Curry and Larry Bird. The more accurate to me probably would be Larry Bird for the short range shot and Steph Curry for the long range. So I got to pick one. I'm gonna take Bird this time.
All right, you got Bird. Who you got, Kendall?
That's a no-brainer. First of all, Michael Jordan's going to pass it off. So is LeBron. Steph is bouncing the ball too much. KD hasn't been in those moments long enough. Dame time, I don't know. I'm giving it to the Birdman, and that's that. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to say, I'm going over to this corner, too late, Holmes, and he's going to make the shot. Larry Bird.
Who you got, Anthony?
Okay. Robert Horry.
Hey, that's a good one.
Wow.
Of these 6, I will go with, I'll go with Kobe.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's a good choice. Who you got, Bruce?
And whichever one of them on my team. I know all 6 of them on my team. Whichever one of them on my team, I want them to shoot it.
Okay. Oh man, Larry, go ahead, bro. Well, Larry, who you got?
Dexter Manley from the New York Giants. He
No,
wants
Redskins.
You're thinking Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence,
Mhm.
one of the best defensive linemen out there. He no longer wants to be a Giant. He wants much more
Come on
money.
to Minnesota, Dex.
If
Come
they
to
don't pay
Minnesota,
him,
Dex.
do you think they'd be able to trade him?
Yes, we'll take him.
But what would you ask
I
for
give
him?
up JJ McCarthy.
Now you got to get a first round pick and something else.
Giants are probably going to ask for at the very least a first round pick. At the very
How old is he now?
Hey,
He's
I'll give him a
28. He'll be 29 when the
bro.
season starts.
He's still young.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 2029 pick. I will take Lawrence. If I were the GM for Minnesota, I would take Lawrence. I'll give up the first round.
They want
in
to pick this year.
Oh no, he'll get a second,
Yeah,
and
but
third,
if I'm-
second and third.
He would
If
get a
I'm
first round pick this year.
If I'm the Giants, I'm giving him his money because they got a young team, and it'd be a couple of years before they big stars, the young stars, gonna get that big money. And by him being a veteran, I don't know how good he is in the locker room, but a veteran like that on the defense, you need a guy like that on the defense with a bunch of young players. You know what I mean? So I would pay him now because Dot and what's the other running back and them guys, they're not gonna be eligible for a couple of years. They're still on that rookie contract.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
if you're gonna pay Dexter, this is the time to pay him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Bruce. Kwesi started conversations for Lawrence just before he got fired, and it just never panned out because I guess they wanted too much. I want Dexter Lawrence, like, oh man, I want him. I want him. Put him on Minnesota's defense. Oh, it's Super Bowl. We Super Bowl bound for real.
So, Bruce,
Bruce,
I got a question for you. Now, you asked how old is he? What is an old football player? What age would you say they start getting old? And what age?
When you hit 30 in football, I mean you getting up. I would say no way. As soon as you hit 30.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You can start looking downhill. That's like once we hit 50, we ain't going up another 50. Once we hit 50, now the tide turns start coming on back down.
Hey, Bruce, here's a good analogy for you. It's like a ski jump. You can ride the lift all the way to the top, but when you get to the crest of that hill, when it starts getting steep, that means the best years are now behind you.
Woo-hoo.
And the
Literally
rest
and
of the years fly past you.
Okay, all right. So 30 years old. You agree with that, Kendall? About 30?
I don't know. I mean, depending on your conditioning, I'll say 35.
35, okay.
Because that's why the defensive man for Cincinnati wasn't getting a whole lot of money because of his age.
Yeah, you said 35. Let me ask you this. What's the average lifespan for a defensive player in the NFL?
Was it like 3 or 4 years?
Well, yeah.
No more than 5.
The average NFL career is about 3 years, about 3 to 4 years.
So 30, but I'm saying some of the
hold up. Let me say this. Now, you said 35.
Yeah.
Most of them guys come in the league 20, 21. That's 15 years.
Yeah.
Well,
so how is 5 years gonna be the
you got like the Von Bells. You got some players that have been around for a while.
Yeah, but it's always 1 or 2.
Not on
always
defense.
1 or 2.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna say 30. You're right.
Come on, Kendall. You can't be. Don't let Bruce make you flip flop like that.
No. I was thinking about it. No, because I was looking at. I'm thinking about some of the all-time greats that hung around for a while, and I wasn't thinking about the average player.
And see, the sad thing now is guys don't stay around that much now. I mean,
because they get a lot of money now.
Yeah, well, and see, I mean, like, look at King Henry. King Henry is looked upon as sort of a veteran, and I think he's just 31, 32.
Yeah,
I don't think he's that old, is he? Is he that old?
I think he's right. I want to say he's right at 30. But
right. That's what I'm thinking.
The way it's different now is you don't see guys like, say, Matt Millen that play for a long period of time,
right,
or LT or what have you. It's it's almost like with now, when you get to that, say, 28, 29, they're already looking to trade you because you've either it's the last chance you could really get that big contract, because I think that's what the thing is with him. He wants that. He just wants one more payday. Look how long it took Ironhead's son out in Pittsburgh to finally get his money. They gave Watt his money right quick because he was relatively younger.
Right.
But Hayward was probably more productive. And it's at least it seems to me now, between running backs and defensive linemen, they have to literally fight for their money. And
linemen in general.
Yeah, well, especially because I remember talking to someone. Think about it. If you're playing, if you start playing ball as in Pee-wees, then you got 4 years of high school, 4 years of college. By the time you get to your first pro camp, whether you're a drafted player or a free agent player, your body's been not beaten down, but you've taken a lot. You've taken a lot of hits. And, we all talk about what, the CTE factors and everything else. And injuries keep going up more. They don't do camp like they used to back in the day where they would play 4 or 5 games. Now it's 3 games, and there's so many injuries that first month of the season as well. It's a grind. It's even more of a grind now.
Yeah, but see, that's why that 5-year rookie contract was terrible when the union implemented that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's too long.
Because
absolutely.
Now the owners after 5 years, they're ready to dump that quarterback or defensive lineman or offensive lineman and get another rookie for 5 years.
Right. Bishop, you want to say something? Because I want to ask a question. Go ahead.
There you go. Even the NBA gives you 3 years.
Huh?
All right. All I'm going to add to it is, to me, call them old at about 32, and they're not really old. They're just on the flip side. I think Bruce already said it. They're on the downside of their career at 32. So, hey, and if they can get $1 more or get a couple of million extra, you better grab it, take the money.
So why would you pay him then? Just like Chris was at 32, they're not going to give you $30 million or $40 million.
Well, here's my thing. If you have been performing for the last couple of years, why wouldn't I pay you? If I can get 1 more good year out of you or 2 more good years out of you.
Not when you want to sign for 5 years.
I'm going to give you $30 million on a 2 or 3 year contract. And then the 3rd year is going to be full of incentives. That's what I'd do if I were a GM.
Hey, but listen, Larry, I got to ask you a question.
Or either that, you got to hire Kirk Cousins' agent.
Hey, that dude, I don't know who he is, but this dude is off the chart. He got
his phone should never stop ringing.
Hey, Larry, I got a question for you. I was watching the other morning. They were talking about the Baltimore Ravens. They got a new coach now. Harbaugh is gone. And what do you think Lamar Jackson chances of winning a Super Bowl this year? They put a lot of pressure on him, man. They got a new coach now. It's like the Knicks, a new coach, and now I guess they're going to change their scheme and probably get the ball to Henry more. What is Lamar Jackson chances of winning a Super Bowl this year, in your opinion, being a football man?
My opinion of them winning the Super Bowl is he got maybe a 1 in 10 chance, because I don't think mentally he's ready to take a team to the Super Bowl, because when it comes down to playoff time, they always find a way to blow it. It's just like some people cannot get it done when it comes to crunch time. Just like Dallas going to find out, they are never going to get over the hump with that quarterback.
Why you gotta leave that corn liquor alone, man? Why you have to jump on Dallas, man?
Because some people not able to do it.
Say some people. Why you gotta add Dallas?
Like some quarterbacks, they're never gonna get it. They're gonna be just good enough to get you close.
You had to know it was coming sooner or later, Okay,
Yeah,
you
man.
had to know it was coming sooner or later.
Some people thought Kansas City was going further than they went last year, but it didn't happen.
But they went to, come on, they went to 3 Super Bowls in a row and 1, 2. Come on.
What that mean? What that got to
They
do with
went
last
to
year?
4 out of 5.
Lamar
Come on.
Jackson. I asked about Lamar Jackson, something about no Cowboys and all that.
How did we get to the Cowboys and the Chiefs
Larry,
off
you
of
start-
Lamar
I'm just
Jackson?
saying,
You gotta
because
start
everybody think Dak Prescott is a great quarterback.
I ain't saying about Dak Prescott. I
great.
said Lamar Jackson. I said about no Dak Prescott.
Lamar is not at that level. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
They
What about
put
you,
all the pieces around him, all the pieces.
All right, what about you, Bishop? What do you think about? They got a new coach now, and
That
Lamar
means
Jackson.
nothing. It means nothing. They got a new coach. They're going to get a new scheme because they're going to get new defensive coordinators and all that. At the end of the day, it's really the performance of the players out there. Can Henry hold on to the ball? Or is he going to fumble like every fourth carry? You know, can Jackson stay out of trouble? Can the offensive line keep Jackson upright so he can at least get a pass down? Or is he going to have to get them legs in shape and start backpedaling and then front pedaling and then side pedaling and just flat out run? I mean, you might as well call him a running quarterback. Poor fella. Him and Fran Tarkenton got the same type of motive, man. Just bounce back. If nothing's open, just run. Just run. So,
Go ahead,
no.
Kendall. Go ahead, Kendall.
Well, I think Lamar Jackson, I mean, we got to see what this coach is all about. Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal talent. The only player ever to get what? 5,000, 4,000 yards passing, 900 yards rushing. And no one's ever even got 4,000 yards passing and 800 yards rushing. And he's got Derrick Henry. So I think, Harbaugh was old school. He won. He just played a certain way. And they got to the playoffs. Everyone says, you play a regular way in the season. When you get to the playoffs, even in basketball, it's all defense. And he didn't play the same way in the playoffs that he would have, or, we think Lamar Jackson could have had a Super Bowl by now. I think his chances are as good as any. I think we got to see what's going on with Pat Mahomes. I think Josh Allen's window is gone. I think Lamar Jackson, if he's going to make a run and he's got a new coach, he's going to have to justify the fact that his coach is out of there because, not that he had anything to do with it, but we know that he was limited. If we look at his stats, we're not going to see Lamar Jackson running and passing. So we'll see what happens with the coach. He has as good a chance as any time. If I were him, if the window's closed with Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes is coming off an injury, this is when he should jump.
Is he going to do it?
Said
Yes
Pat
or no?
Mahomes or Pat stay home?
Whoa,
Pat should stay
no,
home.
he didn't. No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
but I think he should do it. I think he's got. I'm not a Baltimore fan. I'm not going for Baltimore unless the Bishop go for Baltimore and I jump in the bandwagon with the Bishop. You know what I mean? Because that's my guy. He likes Baltimore, and I know you like Minnesota. Listen, well, no, you know what? No. Bruce likes Baltimore. And listen, Bruce. I do not like Baltimore, but if they start winning and you like Baltimore, I'll get in the car with you. There it is.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just saying. I'm just
I ain't
pressing
giving that seat
bandwagon.
to nobody. I ain't giving that seat to nobody else.
That's right. That's right, Bruce. I'm gas money, man.
I know my color purple.
All right, go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead, Anthony.
It's to be fair, Lamar is sort of a cross between Elway before he won and
Peyton Manning.
I guess Harden in the sense of Peyton Manning. The NFL is cruel because you get a 3 to 5 year window to win, and if you don't take advantage of it, you almost become sort of just a middle of the road team. I think he's got one. I think because of the new coach, I think he's got at least one more year where you can talk about him being a Super Bowl. Let's put it this way. If they don't get it this year, that window is just going to get even smaller and smaller. But I think it's almost like his and Henry's legacy are on the line this season.
Yeah, they are.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, but I agree with that, Amp. I was going to say the same thing. It all depends. I always thought that Harbaugh held them back.
Yeah.
And I think now it's all going to depend on how this new coach can run this offense with Henry. You know what I mean? That's going to tell everything, the changes he make on offense. everybody know they're gonna need a couple players on defense, but the offense, I never thought that they used Henry right since they had him, especially in the playoffs. So that's gonna be a big thing for this new coach to see how he gonna do that. That'll show us, how much time Lamar have.
Yeah.
But I got one thing to say. A quarterback brings a team together. Either he brings them together or he doesn't. Mahomes get with his team, and it's something about a quarterback that can bring everybody together. Like, look at the great Dallas team. They had a great quarterback, and the quarterback brought them together. Like Elway, you need somebody with that kind of charisma and that kind of thing to bring you together,
The quarterback, the point guard, the pitcher, all them guys, the leaders.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question. Why don't y'all give Terry Bradshaw his due then as a quarterback?
Oh, I think Terry Bradshaw is one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time.
He is. He really is.
You guys said he wasn't a great quarterback because he
No,
made
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Terry
I said
Bradshaw's
it.
got
I
4.
said it.
He's got 4 championships.
Yeah, but check this out. The reason I said that was because if y'all watched Pittsburgh back then,
He flung the ball up in the air.
He did what he had to do to win, but
Yeah.
he had great receivers, and
did.
if he had a more accurate
Great
quarterback,
running back.
them guys would have
Two of
played
them.
2 or 3 more years. They had to
He had
dive
two
and do
great
everything
running
to
He
catch
had a
it.
dive.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He didn't get sacked and threw it in the air.
But you guys get the quarter. All these guys now diving in the air catching balls. You make it sound like Glenn Swan and John Stover was the only 2 guys that jumped in the air. I see guys all the time.
But back in that day, they wasn't doing it like that.
No.
I'll say this much for Brad. I think the thing with Bradshaw is when they won the first 2, they were more of a running team. You had Blyer and Franco Harris. When they won those last 2, the league changed. It became more of a passing game. Now Blyer and Franco were still there, but they were older, so they became more of a passing team. Bradshaw won by being able to run the ball and passing the ball. And just to piggyback on something that Larry was saying, as great as Elway was until Trent Davis got into town, he never got it. He never got that chance to really win the Super Bowl. And think of Dan Marino, all the great records he had, never had a running back, and got to the Super Bowl 1 time, never got back there again. Yes, the quarterback's going to elevate your play, but you still got to have that other guy.
But you know something though, I watched a lot of Terry Bradshaw highlights, like you talk about Charles Barkley, Bruce. This man was awesome, man. I mean, even the pass he hit John Stallworth with, against the Rams. I mean, it wasn't like everybody was in the air all the time. No.
He wasn't no bum. He wasn't no bum, not by a long shot.
Okay.
But I'm saying he wasn't the most accurate quarterback that won Super Bowls like that.
True.
That's all.
Okay.
He was a long way from being a bum. He wasn't no bum that just happened to have 2 good receivers. I mean, he could play the game, but he just wasn't that accurate.
Okay.
And then keep in mind the defense kept them alive. The steel curtain back then. Hey, listen, they created turnovers. They just created turnovers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
that's true. Okay. All right. It's 7:08, man. I don't know how long you guys want to go, but I don't want to keep you guys all night. Because I can go on and I can have fun.
Man, I got to Pratt call me back to work, man.
All right.
That's terrible.
I got one more before we go. All right, it's a little fun. Magic would win 7 or 8 titles in this era, multiple MVPs, and average 25 points, 15 assists, 15 rebounds in this era. You youngsters have zero clue how much he would dominate today's game and did not have to take 1 3-point shot. That's from former NBA player Eddie Johnson. Do you agree with that, Kendall?
Do. Yes, 100%. It's a no touch. It's right now the hand check is missing in the game. Magic is 6'9" and ran the floor. And if he missed it, he got a rebound. He had eyes unlike you could ever imagine. And before, people don't realize how often he led the league in assists. And his years that he played to be on the assist that he was, Magic would completely dominate this league.
Let me ask you a question then. How tall is LeBron James?
6'7", 270. He doesn't
No,
play the
he's
game like
6'9".
Magic.
LeBron 6'9".
He's 6'9", and Magic 6'9", and LeBron only got 4 championships. So Magic would get 7 or 8 because he's 6'9". Now you
I
telling
think Magic. Well, LeBron has a high IQ. I just think that Magic was more of a killer. I just think that Magic is the all-time greatest point guard to play the game. Period.
I'm not questioning that. He would have 7 or 8 titles because he's 6'9", and he would
This year in this league right now, Kobe's got 5. Tim Duncan's got 5. I think Magic would have got. He would have 5 in that league. Yeah, Magic gets 8. Heck yeah, because Jordan gets 10 in the league.
The same league Kevin Durant playing in, LeBron, Giannis. And
they got nothing on Magic. Magic is too short.
If he didn't get HIV, he would have got a lot more.
That's what I'm saying, Larry.
Yeah,
hey, Larry, that's exactly what I'm saying, Larry. If he hadn't retired, you wouldn't have to say this year, this league. He would have got him back then if he hadn't
He would have
retired.
did it.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Let me end this show, man.
It didn't go his way.
That didn't turn out the way you thought, did it?
Let me end this show. Anthony, you agree with that? Oh, no. I'm not going to ask Anthony because I know what he's going to say.
Well, no, the only reason why I would say I can give you the reason why, because remember, wasn't he more of a scorer later in his career than he was early in his career?
Yeah,
it was.
So what was Magic record altogether in the finals?
What was it? I was like 5 and 4.
5 and 4. How many times he got swept? How many times he got swept in the finals?
There you go.
Once.
There you go.
He got swept twice. Twice. He got swept by the Sixers with Dr. J. Momo.
So that's
4-5-4. Yeah.
And the Detroit Pistons swept him.
So that takes away from his legacy. Are we gonna? No. All I'm saying is, if we're gonna do that, if we're gonna do that, are we gonna beat up
Magic Killer?
Yeah, I mean,
why are you a Dallas killer and a Nick killer? Why you asking me that question?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You
not.
want the Dallas Cowboys? Not talking about the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm talking about you ain't no Dallas killer.
No, I'm just saying the scenario. Okay.
No, you like to defend Magic. That's all. And I like to make you guys laugh because Magic would not with a window 8. LeBron playing in the same era. Kevin Durant, Giannis, the Joker, all them guys only got 1 and 4 championships. He would have 8 or 9. You guys, all you need to take a nap when we get to
But all the years he played, half the time he won a championship.
Huh?
How many years Magic play?
What, 12 years, 13 years?
No, 10. And he got 5 championships.
He paid more than 10. He paid more than 10.
Nah.
He paid more than 10. Don't let me look it up, Larry.
He retired in 1990.
All right. No.
And he came in the league, what, 79, 80?
80.
No, he didn't retire in 1990 because Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he did. He retired in 1990.
Michael Jordan beat him in 91.
Look it up.
Michael Jordan won his first championship. What year he won his first? In 91.
Magic Johnson retired from professional basketball. This is from
92.
RELG.
Yes, right.
13 seasons. Remember, he came back a couple times too.
He was on 1990. Apologize right now on national TV.
I ain't heard you apologize yet.
In 1990. I told you.
I'm apologizing for him. Bruce is sorry.
Hey, he been wrong more than 2 left shoes, and now he want me to apologize.
But that's the second time he retired.
I tried to
You walk around here with 2 left shoes on, and you want me to apologize.
No, you don't want to say 1990. You said 1990. I'm trying to correct you, but you don't want to be
2
corrected.
left shoes. 2 left shoes.
And Larry was one that blew it. If Larry didn't look it up, Larry was that blew for you. He didn't want to look it up. He goes try to be smart and try to talk to his little phone and then not know all of us heard it. We all heard it.
Why'd you let it go? Let it go. It's over.
Hey, Larry. He got 2 left shoes and 2 right-hand gloves.
I had a little Sunday night.
Oh, man.
Ron's got 1 ring.
And trying to make it work.
I still think he right.
No, the Joker got 1 ring. LeBron got 4. Giannis got 1. And y'all tell me Magic would have got 8 or 9. Oh, let's close the show tonight. Kevin, close this out.
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of Sports Talk, Father. I just thank you for glorifying your name in the name of Jesus by talking sports. We're grateful just to have this vehicle, Father, and we're praying for the future of this vehicle, owned by Jerry Green, praise God. And we're looking at KMI reaching the nation. We thank you for our brothers tonight, and we're having just a great time in you. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 And I want to say one little thing too. I'm not finished with y'all with magic, so
We know it. We know it.
Right?
Every time you say you ain't gonna start no trouble, you bring up magic.
Yeah.
Never
8 or
finished.
9 rings, you guys. I'm gonna take a nap now. I'm gonna go take.
All right, y'all. Later.
Yeah,
I'll
you
see
need
you guys
2
later.
naps.
All right, Bruce. We'll talk, man. Love you guys.
Get that extra long couch.
All right, you guys have a good one, man.